Hi there guys, today's video we'll be looking at the turtle position, a very common position to which many people either escape to or are forced into. So you need to know how to defend from this position, get out of it, and take advantage of the position. The first submission we're looking at would be the Anaconda. In this position, you may have people trying to reach for your legs to finish or complete a single or a double. This gives us an opportunity to wrap the arm and the head and go for an attack. So how the Anaconda works, I want to get my bum off the floor, put pressure on. My hand is going to be doing the choking. So in this case, I'll use my left hand as a choking arm. It has to shoot all the way through. It has to enter between the neck and the shoulder and has to exit on the far armpit. When the arm exits at the armpit, I want to be able to connect my hands and I want to take my forearm and run it across the side of the opponent's arm, breaking the space between their bicep and their neck. The bigger the space, the longer arms I need. If I've got short arms, I'm going to struggle closing the Anaconda. So I'm going to grab Gable, I'm going to take their elbows, cinch it in, and I'm going to shoot my hand deep. Once my hand comes through, I grab my own bicep, I take my ear, I hide it onto their back, so I'll look away, and I'm going to roll into this cavity. I've got a good bite on my bicep. I did not let up off the grip. I kept it tight the whole time. I'm going to walk my feet forward and look to hook the opponent's leg or step over their arm. If the opponent blocks my waist to prevent me from walking, I reverse and I step over their arm to get the finish. I'm taking the back of the opponent's head and I'm placing it up against my sternum. My body is pushing their neck and their chin into the choking arm. I posture up, I reach, choking arm through to the far armpit, a Gable grip. Break the posture, turn my ear in, shoot my hand deep, grab my bicep and roll. Ooh. Stop on my side, walk my body in, reach for the leg, or if they're blocking my hip, reverse, step over their arm and get the finish. Second submission you're going to attack will be your DOS. These work best, guys, when the guy's frantically reaching. As he reaches, he closes the gap between his shoulder and his head and he opens the gap under his armpits, making it easier for me to encircle a head and arm. The arm will enter at the armpit and exit at the head. This is how we know we have a DOS. And Anaconda will be the opposite. Enter at the head, exit at the armpit. Now when I'm hitting a DOS, I could set it up the same as I would for the Anaconda. The person could be reaching for my legs, and in doing so, they make themselves smaller, making it easier for me to shoot through. When you're attacking the DOS, you've got to allow your body to shift off at an angle. I can't hit a DOS when I'm completely square on. So what I want to be able to do, if I hit a DOS, is turn the angle, put my left shoulder, in this case, under the opponent's, create the angle and shoot my hand through. Boom. From here, I want to get my hand as deep as I can. To then finish the DOS, I'm going to pull the head and I'm going to Gable. Drop hard on the top elbow and drive my shoulders forward. Boom. Causing the person to collapse. To collapse the opponent, I'm going to stay heavy with my chest and I want to immediately go to my bicep grip. My left hand goes in deep, grabs my bicep, I cup the back of the opponent, or I can go onto the phone. I prefer cupping the back. From this position, once I've locked up my bicep, I've got control, I'm going to drop my head, get my knees up, toes on the floor, and I'm going to drive my chest forward whilst applying the choke on the neck. So it's my chest driving into the opponent, my arms squeezing on the neck, and most importantly, downward pressure provided by my knees off the floor. Square on, time to hit the DOS. Cut the angle, shoot the arm through. 1, 2, 3. I must get my hand as far through as I can so that I can get a good grip onto my bicep. From here, square up, get the chest pressure on, knees off the floor, drive forward and get the finish. When attacking your DOS, make sure, guys, you get a good grip on your bicep. That would mean focusing on pulling that head in as tight as you can with that Gable grip. the forearm behind the head so that you get that smooth transition to the bicep. If you don't break that posture far enough, you'll get just a few fingers on the bicep, and then it's quite easy to lose the actual knot on the choke. The DAS finish can also occur by me sitting backwards instead of pushing the opponent over. So I'm in the north-south position, I see my opportunity, I cut the angle, boom, I pull the head, I bite, I get a good circumference, I get a deep bite. Now from here, if the person is too strong and I can't push them over, I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to take this back knee and I'm going to slide into their head, whoop, pull their head in, and simultaneously get a deep bite. Taking my choking hand all the way through, grabbing my bicep, and from here I'll walk my hips in and allow myself to sink to the mat. The finish is done from this position. If the person falls over, we can then roll them completely. DAS attack, seated finish, we cut the angle, boom, pull the head, shoot deep, bicep control, sit. If they stay on their knees and they think they're going to take side control, that's all good. They're going to get finished right here. If they're shifting their body out, we're going to roll them over, boom. And we're going to now establish the top position, drive the chest in, and get the finish. The next submission is the arm-in guillotine from north-south turtle. So in the turtle position, once again, right, especially when the person becomes panicked and reaches for your legs, it gives us a nice opportunity to encircle their head. When I'm attacking the guillotine, I want to shoot my hand as far through as I can. My choking hand in this case is my right hand, and I'm going to grab on the outside of the opponent's armpit. From here, I'm making a fist, and I'm grabbing over where my wrist and watch would go. I then get up on my feet. I'm going to collapse onto this elbow, and I'm going to step around to the side. So I pull the elbow through, I shoot it deep. Notice how my hand is coming all the way through. My right knee, I'm going to bring the right knee and wedge it into this cavity. But for me to move, I need to be on my toes. I make a semicircle with my feet. 1, 2, I shoot my knee through, boom, and I immediately take my far leg at a 45 across the opponent's hip. I'm using my body to suck myself in, curling the neck and the head around my forearm. I bring my head towards the opponent and push my hips inwards to get the finish. Those are the 3 basic submissions you can encounter or look to encounter a turtle position. Most other submissions require us to then take the opponent's back and initiate our attacks from there. It can also be initiated in the process of transitioning in and out of the turtle position. Look for these guillotine attempts, anacondas, and DASs. Familiarize yourself to which choking arm enters at the neck, being the anaconda, and which choking arm enters from the armpit, being the DAS. Guys, thank you for watching the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you.